things you told me not to be. Yeah. When you try to come for me, I keep on flourishing. Yeah.
Yo, believe. Oh, I've got goosebumps, bro. Ooh, what is this? What's going on, everybody? Today we have the Ariana Grande Sweetener album. Now, the very first song I ever downloaded from Ariana Grande before doing this reaction channel was God Is a Woman, and that song is a fucking banger. I've been really enjoying the Ariana Grande journey. I've been really specifically loving the part of how her albums connect and how like she continues to express herself through multiple different themes. Now, I decided to do some research before listening to this album, and I found out that it connects back to that Manchester kind of disaster, and I feel so sorry for her. I feel really bad. Throughout her album journey, I've really sympathized with her and empathized with her. She has an amazing way of taking dark moments and making them into lighter moments. With all that said, I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's get into the reaction. But before I do, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you give it a like and make sure you comment down below what should I react to next. And if you really rock with me, go ahead and subscribe. We on that road to 10K. And if you really rock with me, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. Over there you get early access to all the videos. You also get full and uncut album reactions, as well as other exclusive perks if you want them. But hey, just you watching the video, it really means a lot to me. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reaction. And you different from the rest. All right, we got track 1, which is Raindrops and Angel Cried. That sounds pretty sad.
When raindrops fell down from the sky, the day you left me, an angel cried.
I wasn't ready for that. That was very angelic and beautiful.
An angel cried. She cried.
Yo, singing that, no instrumental, just straight vocals, and having some of that echoey kind of, sound to it, some reverb. I felt like she was singing this to me, and oh my god, that was, whew. All right, man, that's a crazy way for an intro. Next track is Blaze featuring Pharrell.
There is something between us. I can see him right now. Your magnetic demeanor, that something can be found.
I thought that I was dreaming.
Okay.
Till my love came around. Having billionaires on the earth. Could have been anywhere but you and me. Should
Okay.
I play a lot or
I'm seeing the playful tone of this.
Once I have you, I will never let you. Once
I like that melody she's using. I will. It's like the beat wants me to get up and start dancing, but it's a little awkward where I can't really move to it that well. Maybe I'm just not that good of a dancer, but Pharrell's always a legendary producer when it comes to making beats, so obviously that's without any kind of question. Ariana Grande has an amazing voice, so I didn't doubt that this song was not going to be good, but this right now is very nice. Like if you hear the beat right now, it's like not doing too much, but doing just enough.
Yes, you may have a different face, but your soul is the same inside. I don't care who is listening, cause they be making fun of this on TV. Never let you go.
There's like some fairy tale kind of sounds going on in the background. Alright, that song was Blaze with, Pharrell, and for the most part, it was a solid track. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was alright. I did really like the production on that track. I've never been the biggest fan of Pharrell kind of speaking over on the track. I mean, obviously there's songs where he does, and it's a complete banger. Like, we're all up all night to have fun. Everybody knows that song, right? But, for the most part, it was a cool track. Like, there was nothing too crazy about it. Ariana Grande had a very catchy hook there, which I was singing along to. All right, next track we have is The Light Is Coming featuring Nicki Minaj. Ooh. What is this?
Trophy wife, out you won me. Until you had to find out it's one me. Now you benched, all your bum knee. Now I'm the bad guy, call me Chun-Li. Cause you was slipping,
I remember that era.
And everything I peep, can't just unsee.
It was great. I really loved the Chun-Li Nicki Minaj era. That was actually pretty fire to me.
Can't let the F-boy F up my nice vibe. Yo, Ariana, come let me get you a high five.
Light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
Damn, what is this? It's got like an island vibe to it.
Give back everything the darkness stole. What did she say? What did he say?
Talk to him.
Cause you know everything. You don't even need dreams. Telling everybody stay woke, don't sleep. I can tell you shit that you would do. They are so confused.
She sped it up right here.
If it ain't your view, that's the bottom line.
Yo, that sounded so fucking weird in the background. I was like, doo 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 doo. But for some reason, it doesn't take away from what's actually going on. But it's so distinctive and so out there.
The light is coming to give
That
back
is so
everything the
fire.
darkness stole. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to give
Oh
back
my
everything the
gosh.
darkness
That
stole.
sample in the background over her very light voice. Nice. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
Why do we have chemistry with the need for speed? Doing things a triple things.
I love when she speeds it up too.
Gonna break the shit down. You don't wait till I wait another round.
The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
The light is coming to give back everything
The darkness stole. Yo, she has the way with melodies and hooks that just got you singing and singing. I knew Pharrell was on this track again. I can see by the credits right here. I knew Pharrell was on here. It didn't say it right there, but until the very end, obviously with Apple Music credits. But overall, that was a pretty fun and creative track. It was very repetitive, but I really enjoyed that. I love the hook kind of repeating. The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. That was pretty nice to hear. Nicki Minaj is gonna be Nicki Minaj and do her shit. You know, everybody knows she's fire. Everybody knows, you cannot deny her talent. Her leading off the track and let Ariana Grande just kind of take the reins from there, I thought was also pretty great structurally for the song. A lot of weird shit going on within the instrumental, but it worked so well. But that's the genius of Pharrell, is him being able to kind of put different components together and make it all work. So that was a pretty fun track to listen to. Next track is Rem. Man, these beats are like really out there for this album.
When I was asleep, and it was on a day like this. Yeah.
Ooh.
If you can believe,
Come on.
such a dream to me. Before you speak, don't move, 'cause I don't wanna wake up, wake up.
Oh yeah.
I love you. I know that's not the way to start
Oh,
the
yeah, talk to
conversation.
him.
Trouble. I watch them other girls when they come and bug you, but I felt like I knew you, so I just wanted to hug you. Plus you don't know your way around. You can stop your playing.
Let's go.
now. All your worries, lay 'em down. Don't say it loud. That's real, baby. Bum, 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 bum.
Ooh. You know what's crazy? Last night I got some good ass sleep too. So to hear this song and the way it just feels so fucking good, and also given her subject matter, I really do rock with this song.
You know how to treat it. You know how to eat it. You know how to beat it. I know how to keep it.
She does every once in a while. She'll throw in a line that got me like, wait, what did she say? Right here. But when I see you in my dreams, and then you know how to treat it, you know how to, you know what I mean? She has that every once in a while. I ain't mad at her. I actually really enjoy it. I love R&B music at its core, and I listen to Genuine. If you listen to Genuine, you know what he's talking about.
Like, tell me what you're up to. We can leave right now, boy. You don't need a
Shit, if you wanna pay my rent, you can do that.
that.
Bro, I can always hear the Pharrell influences, man. I'm pretty sure he had a large part to do with this project. But man, so far, production-wise, it's very interesting. It's not like over the top, but there's interesting components to it that really kind of make it very unique and creative. Like there was breathing, the breathing within the beat with the snaps coming together, and then her angelic and soft voice, and the subject matter of the other person being a dream to her. The way it all kind of flows together and makes it seem like one happy marriage. Also, that connects back to the subject matter. It's like one of those albums so far that I can close my eyes and vibe to in the sun when I'm sitting outside or just like driving. It's nice outside. So far, I'm really liking this kind of smooth vibe that the album has. And it's also named Sweetener, so you know it's pretty sweet. No pun intended. All right, next track is God Is a Woman, which is, by the way, a fucking banger. I know this song word for word. Let's go. You love it how I move you. You love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done,
you believe God is a woman.
and I... By the way, I can't sing, but there are a lot of people in my comments saying, yo, you fucking suck, don't sing. Well, you can click off the video, bitch. I'm just kidding. I don't really curse that much, but I have to say that. So right when you comment, I know you're in the middle of commenting that when I said that, and I mean it respectfully and disrespectfully. So however you take that, that's how you take it. I'm gonna sing this my channel. If you don't like when people sing, start your own channel. Yeah, lingers when we're down in the jubilee.
God is a woman.
Talk to him. I don't wanna waste no time, yeah. You ain't got a one-track mind, yeah. Have it any way you like, yeah. And I can tell that you know. Oh, I got a story for this song too. Right here, talk to him.
And I can be all the things you told me not to be.
Yeah.
When you try to come for me, I keep on flourishing.
Yeah. And
I
feel it after midnight.
a feeling that you can't fight my one.
But we ain't even get to my part yet. See if you deserve what comes next.
I'm telling you the way I like it.
I love this part right here. Come on.
Yeah. And I can be all the things you told me not to be. Yeah. When you try to come for me, I keep on flourishing. Yeah. And he see the universe when I'm the company. It's
You love it how I move. You love it how I. Her vocals right here. You believe. Man, the ending of this track is so fire. You believe. Oh, I've got goosebumps, bro.
It lingers when we're done.
You believe.
God is a woman.
I tell you what, that song never gets old. Like, the ending of that song literally makes the hair on my beard stand up, and I get goosebumps. It's just an amazing, great track. So, by the way, it's story time for that track, right? So, when this song first came out, I was hip to it, so I obviously listened to that song pretty often. Again, I don't know why I didn't go and listen to the album. It just didn't happen. I'm sorry. But around that time, my friends and I were listening to drill music, Chicago drill music. So, for example, as I talk, I'll play this song right here. So, so I was giving my friends a ride, right? We drove to a place, and no, I drove by myself, and I met my friends there. We were hanging out, and the last song, we're planning to listen to Chief Keef, right? So this is one of the tracks that we're listening to, because we're from Chicago. So that's what they expect me to play in the car. So we get in the car. I'm like, yo, I'm about to play some hard shit right now. Like, y'all haven't heard this one. This shit is crazy. They're like, all right, I'm ready. They're all hype, right? There's at least 3 of them in the car from what I remember off the top of my head. Turn on the car. That shit starts playing. God Is Woman starts playing. But the way it intros into the track, like, you love it how I'm... They were like, what the fuck? And then that beat dropped, and they're like, oh, shit, that is pretty fire. We all got a good laugh. Hopefully you laugh. Otherwise, I told that story very horribly. But, hey, man, great track. I love it. That track is amazing. Track 6 is Sweetener.
When life deals
Damn.
its cards, make everything taste like it is sounds. Then you come through like the sweetener. You how to bring the bitter taste to a heart. And then you get it, hit it, flip it. You make me
I've heard that part before, but I think I heard it on TikTok. And I think I scrolled past it because, like, I don't recognize it. But I think I've heard that part.
somehow your man then touches my soul. It lifts me up to heights unknown. So when they ask how's life, I go, when life deals us cards, make everything taste like it is.
Man, she has an amazing way of turning dark moments into light moments.
Flip it,
I like the contrast between the hook and the verses.
Twist it, mix it. Talk the rest of the night.
Okay.
Things that we could like. Let me say, oh. Talk about what you wanna do.
I'm assuming Pharrell is producing this record again. Nice. Top five voice, man. Top 5. Nice, man. So I'm noticing Pharrell has a very heavy hand within this album, which I don't mind at all. I think it's pretty solid. I think the marriage between the two of them sounds really great. I think it sounds amazing. Given from what I'm glad I actually researched some background before this album, because it adds a lot of layers to it. Honestly, it makes it sound a lot kind of more serious, given its very light fact too. Because if I just came into the album just listening to it and not really knowing or understanding what happened beforehand, it's kind of like, oh, just solid listen, you know, enjoyable listen. But this is more than an enjoyable listen, given the fact of what she's been through, and you kind of connect the art that she's giving out with her real life. And she's always been very vocal and honest about herself, and it just comes together and it makes the listening experience that much greater. So I can definitely appreciate a lot of the stuff she's talking about on this album right now. I know I haven't been doing the greatest job of quoting lyrics, but I've just been vibing with the music, letting, you know, the album came out, 2018? Like, y'all don't need me to do a lyrical breakdown, but y'all know that I think she's amazing. Track 7 is Successful. Damn. Oof.
I just got some real good news from work, boy.
Ooh, I like her voice right here.
Imagine what I'm about to say. It's so hard to hold back, baby. Tonight
What is this? Oh my gosh.
I'm so successful, yeah. And girl, you too, you are so young and beautiful and so yeah. I'm so successful. This ain't nothing ordinary for
Whoa,
me.
I like that right there.
We ain't going to your favorite place. Yeah. You keep asking why it's so special. Tonight I'm a ball.
There is. So we're a minute and a half into the song. We're halfway done, right? There's so much kind of like small elements and slight switch ups that keep happening, and I really love it because her voice also changes with them, but very subtly too. It's not like over the top, but they're very subtle. But if you catch them, man, it's like really beautiful. There's a lot of heavy breathing within some of the tracks of this album too, like right here. So we got another kind of beat change right here. It's cool how they add the breathing into the instrumental, and it doesn't kind of like break it apart. It kind of like fits in it. Okay, well, that was Successful, and that was a pretty solid track. I think it was okay. I really like the repetitiveness of it. I love how like the instrumental is very distinctive and very unique. That's so far most of her albums. Like, she's always had like some very, like, she has a certain sound that she's trying to achieve as a whole, and the individual tracks really do a great job of kind of aiding towards that. And I've noticed that her albums are very cohesive and very like, there's a clear display of what she wants. And on the Sweetener album so far, it's pretty like very smooth. There's nothing like, there's no like crazy trap beat that's got you want to move and just throw shit around like some of the Dangerous tracks. That album was pretty fucking amazing. I still listen to it. And the Thank You Next one was a lot more like R&B centric with some hip hop infusion a little bit in there as well. This one kind of fits more in the pop and R&B realm. Still a little bit of those hip hop elements, but not too like over the top. And Successful was one of those like tracks that really kind of like give you a good sense of the previous one. Like God Is a Woman is very distinctive. That one is by itself in a different category. But so far, very cohesive album. Track 8 is Every Time.
I get tired of your no-shows. You get tired of my control. They keep telling me to let go.
Oh, it's one of the sad tracks.
And I say so. I keep giving people blank stares. I get weak and fall like a teenager. Why, oh, why does God keep
One of those tough situations right now. these celebrities are no better than regular people, man. She says, I get drunk and pretend that I'm over it, self-destruct, show up like an idiot. I mean, a lot of people do that when they're going through it, and that's kind of their way of masking the pain. Some people go out and try to deal with a bunch of people that they can as much as possible. Some people kind of like soak in sadness at home. The way you get over it is the way you get over it. I'm not one to tell you how to do it. I'm not a therapist or anything. But it just goes to show you that these celebrities, they also experience real life. Now, maybe to a different degree, but you know, we all got similar problems.
Back to you, I go back to you, back to you, back to you every time. Just when I get on a new wave, boy, you look at me and I slip out of my lane. I get drunk, pretend that I'm over it.
I knew she was gonna bring out those vocals soon. You know, one of the things I have with Ariana Grande is that I just wish she stopped using. So she uses her beautiful, crazy, amazing voice as background sometimes, as background vocals, which it works, right? It's obviously a great song, but sometimes I wish she would put her singy, songy voice in the forefront and let her do her regular singing in the background, because she has that amazing voice. Like God Is a Woman, for example, that track at the very end of the song, she belted out, she was yelling, she was showcasing her voice. And on this track, it was the opposite. She had the main vocals, right? That was just regular from throughout the entire song, right? And then she had the crazy singy songy background vocals, like very low in comparison. I'm talking about volume right now. And I just kind of wish she puts those high pitched vocals up in the front, because that would make the end of the track very grandiose and give it like this very kind of triumphant feeling. But hey, man, I'm not an artist. I don't make music, so who am I to tell her what to do? But nonetheless, it was a great track. I really love the vibe of that song. It got me closing my eyes and kind of just drifting away. Great song. Track 9 is Breathing. I think I've heard this one. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing. But I've never heard the verses.
Some days things just take way too much of my energy. I look up
I like
and
her
the
delivery
whole
of these
goes
lines.
missing. You take, feel my blood running, swear the sky's falling. I don't know how this shit's fabricated.
Oh, she about to talk to me.
Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. No, I gotta keep on breathing. Sometimes it's
What is-
hard to find my way up.
What is this?
You remind me of a time when things weren't so complicated. All I need is to see your face.
Gosh, this is an amazing track. Come on, sing it.
Just keep
Breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing.
And no, I keep on breathing.
If you ain't on the dance floor, then where the fuck you at? Everybody, let's go. Ooh, that's nice right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Yo. This one right here, fucking banger. Fucking banger. This one. I love this one. That one was amazing. I love that track. Everything about it. I mean, I've heard the hook before, just keep breathing, but that's all I've ever remembered from that track. Verses were really nice. The song progressed really fast. How long was that track? That track was 3 minutes and 14 seconds. It felt like a 1 minute track because of how amazing and how lost I was in the vibe. Everything about it was fire. The whole subject matter, and given what she's been through, amazing production, all amazing. There was I believe that was a guitar solo, kind of like in the bridge area. And towards the end, there was like another instrument that just kind of popped up. Everything was very timely and very fire. I don't got too much to say about the track. That was amazing. If I wasn't doing album reactions, I would replay that song over and over again right now. That one is a complete banger. Breathing is fire. All right, track 10 is No Tears Left to Cry.
Right now I'm in a state of mind.
Yo, that was a beautiful voice. But I think I've heard the beginning of this track before, like in TikTok again. But again, I don't really I always scroll past. I have a bad habit, just scrolling, not really watching the videos, just scrolling and scrolling.
So I'm picking it up, I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up, I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up.
Oh yeah, come on.
Picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up.
That was a different switch up than I thought.
We vibing. Even when it's raining down, can't stop, so shut your mouth. Right now I'm in a state of mind. I wanna be in like
The beat changed very slightly right there.
ain't got no tears left to cry.
I love her voice right here.
We on another mentality.
She kind of has like this opera singer voice kind of right here. It sounds really great. Like she has a R&B voice, right? But mixed with like an opera style.
Like we way too fly to partake in all this hate. We out here vibing. We vibing. Even when it's raining down, can't stop, so shut your mouth. Even when it's raining down, can't ain't got no tears left to cry.
Man, the way she switches it up, man, is so effortless. The way she just continuously changes her melodies, her hooks, how she decides to use her voice, like right now I'm in a state of mind, and then she like I'm picking it up. The way that she just decides to create a process, I'm very interested about when she's in the studio and how she decides that she wants to do this, do that, or take some things off, implement some stuff. I just really wish I was in the studio with her because her hooks are very catchy, very, very catchy. A lot of these songs I find myself singing along to because I have the lyrics pulled up and I can read ahead a little bit. So I can also guess a little bit what the melody might do next, but she has an amazing voice that she does like these slight changes that are different than what you expect. But overall, man, I mean, I'm really enjoying this project. Given the fact that it's called Sweetener, and most of these tracks are very like triumphant, lighthearted, and whether it touches on a sad subject, it does so in a way that brings light to it and doesn't make you kind of depressed. So she's doing a great job so far with the overall theme of this album. All right, the next track is Borderline featuring Missy Elliott.
Won't you give me a bit of your time? Oh, chasing you, no, I won't stop trying. Just meet me at the borderline.
You know, I never thought about Ariana Grande this way, but I feel like she seduces a lot of people in her personal life. Like I feel like she has just a way with words. Like in her music, when you hear her sing and talk, her songwriting, you're like, oh shit. But then imagine actually talking to her in real life. I feel like she is one of those people that are very like, maybe by accident too, very flirtatious. Like not even trying to be flirtatious. Like they just come off that way. And I feel like she steals like a lot of people's hearts. But I wouldn't know.
I don't want this time to pass. I know you got a lot of chicks on at you, but I better think
She sped it up right here. That was nice.
You know I'm the wifey type, babe.
I'm like, you got me so on a chase, got me feeling so out of place. Think about you all of my days. Wish you chew on me like fresh grapes. Not trying to cuff you or crowd your space. I'm trying to find cute words just to say.
No, I never thought I would need a Missy Elliott and Ariana Grande track ever, but I was actually listening to Missy Elliott about a week and a half ago, because I do listen to a lot of old school music in my own time, and honestly, I wasn't really sure how she was gonna fit on this track, given how light Ariana Grande's voice was and the way the instrumental was kind of going. But hey, she did her thing right there. It was pretty nice. It was a very short verse, but she did her thing. You know, it's crazy. So like, you see the color of the album cover, and when I listen to these instrumentals, that's exactly what I see if I close my eyes. Is like that yellowish kind of beige tint to it. It's overall like a great cohesive album that every track feels like it belongs. There's no track that feels like kind of out there. As for Borderline, I thought it was a pretty solid track. I didn't think it was nothing too crazy, but within the flow of the album, I think it really fits. Like if I were to listen to this like one track at a time out of nowhere, like let's say today I listened to Raindrops, right? 3 days later, I'll listen to Breathing. 4 days later, I listen to Borderline. Like, if I were to listen to it at different times, I feel like I wouldn't like that track as much, but given the flow of the album, I think it sounds pretty good. All right, track 12 is Better Off.
You keep me in your orbit. Well, I know I'm a hard one to please. Give it too much importance. My love will have your fall to your knees. I tell them this too often. Steering clear of any headaches to start. And if we're being honest, I'd rather your body than half of your heart. I'll tell us written comments. Like come when you're letting them feelings that I don't want.
I'm still stuck on that line. She said, I'd rather your body than half of your heart. That is, whew, if you really think about that line right there, wow.
That I'm better off not being around you. Go on and face it, I'll never be ready for you. Ready for you. I swear my love is a curse, make you head over shoes. Head over shoes. Let's put them topics to bed and go fuck on the roof.
Well, the beat sounds like it's going left to right, left to right.
They come when you're letting them feelings that I don't want. So that I'm better off not being around you.
You know, right before this track, I was literally thinking we haven't gotten into one of these kind of like signature tracks from her, because from what I've heard from her previous album, she has at least one track that sounds similar to this subject matter wise. And right before I pressed play, I was like, man, we haven't gotten it yet. And then this was the one. I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense now that it's getting towards the end of the album. There's a slight vibe shift, I think, that is coming right here. Good Night and Go, Pete Davidson and Get Well. So I'm assuming right here there's going to be like a different kind of vibe. But I'm not going to try to talk too much and decipher. Let's go into the next track, which is track 13, Good Night and Go.
Tell me why you gotta look at me that way. You know what it does to me. So baby, what you trying to say? Lately all I want is you on top of me. You know where your hands should be. So
Okay,
baby, what you
we're getting
gonna show me?
Demon Time Ariana again.
Why must you make me laugh so much? It's bad enough we get along so well. Just say goodnight and go. One of these days, you'll miss your train and come stay with me. It's always say goodnight and go. We'll have drinks and talk about.
There's no guy that Ariana Grande is dealing with that misses their train and they got no place to stay or go. Let's be real. Ariana Grande, like, she could pull anybody, but she's not. The person who misses their train and has nowhere to go now is probably homeless for the next night. I don't think that's who Ariana Grande is dealing with. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just a regular guy. Don't hate me.
Good, we be great.
I knew it.
Together.
Bring out the voice.
Why'd you have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Baby, just like this. Oh, you think about it, baby,
yeah.
just cause
I like this part right here.
I know what you want, but you can't have this.
This is like a Michael Jackson feeling to it right here.
Baby, say goodnight and go. Wanna say goodnight. Say goodnight.
I knew it, man.
Go.
I was waiting for that angelic voice to come out, and there it was. Overall, a really great track. It was one of those tracks where, like, you close your eyes and let yourself drift away. She has the voice to do it. Like, honestly, if you just close your eyes on every track, she could drift you away. But the instrumentation and the production is what kind of gets you moving or dancing or maybe like sitting back. But this one right here had a nice smooth tone to it. And I was just like, oh yeah, this is a banger. Like, but it's not like a banger that makes you want to move around. It's a banger that makes you want to be like, close your eyes, sing along, and just enjoy the vibes, man. So I feel like we got into that part of the album now. Next track is Pete Davidson, which having a song about somebody on your album, pretty fire. If I was Pete Davidson, I'd be like, yo, I got my own song, you feel me? But the Thank You Next track doesn't really count that much because she mentions a few of her exes. But anyways, Pete Davidson.
How they align. Universe must have my back. Fell from the sky into my lap. And I know you know that you my soulmate and all that. I'm like, ooh.
Well, that didn't age well, right? Because they broke up, right? I'm pretty sure. That you're my soulmate and all that. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough.
Happy,
Okay, a very short track. She said, Pete Davidson, you're not getting a full 3 minutes, man. Not 3-4 minutes. You're only getting a minute and a half. Tell you what, if a girl wrote a song for me and was on her album and she happened to be of great notoriety, I would be bragging to it about my friends, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Victoria Monet on that track, yo. I fuck with Victoria Monet so heavy. But yeah, just one of those like interlude tracks, nothing too crazy. It's just a minute 13, so not gonna really say too much. But now we're on to the last track of the album, which is Get Well Soon.
Say my system is overloaded. Girl, what's wrong with you? Come back down.
We got like a church feel to this.
So much in my head, did you notice? Girl, what's wrong with you? Come back down. My body's here on earth, but I'm floating. Is there anybody else whose mind does this?
And as an overthinker, Ariana Grande, I feel you. I think about this shit all the time. The what ifs. Oh yeah.
It take you and me to make us. Yeah. One of those days you had enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't one thing, it's another.
Facts.
Someone to put you at the bubble.
Let's go.
I'll be right there just to hug you. I'll be there. Where are you? Are you home? Got me right on the phone.
I was waiting for that kind of cadence switch up.
I'm with you, just call me. I'm with you. Just know that there's up and downs and it's rough.
I love the subject matter of this track too.
You can work your way to the top and feel it.
That was a beautiful song. I love the way this album ended. Get Well Soon, I fucking love that song. I think it's amazing. There's a whole 35 seconds left of the track. I'm gonna skip forward, see if there's a song. Yeah, ends in silence. I think that was very intentional, very purposeful, and honestly very genius if that really was intentional, because man, that song, that last track of this album really kind of warmed my heart, especially for her, given everything that she's been through. And it does sadden me a little bit because I feel for her, man. I'm very empathetic and I very much kind of think about others. I think about others way more than I think about myself. So it's one of those albums where like I was listening to it, but I was also feeling her and her emotion because she's been through a lot, man, and I really do feel for her. But now back to the album overall. I thought it was a very, very cohesive album. I thought what she was trying to accomplish, she hit it out the park. Every track felt like it belonged. It was very cohesive. Given the Sweetener title, the cover art, her being upside down, just these tracks really kind of fitting well together, and the subject matter of each track kind of added on to the theme of this album. I did some research before the album, like I said, and yeah, she was dating Pete Davidson while making this album, right? And then the whole kind of her like recovering from PTSD and anxiety from all the shit that happened with that one concert, which was pretty horrific. And that song Get Well Soon really kind of hits me harder because as me as an overthinker who just thinks about everything in life, and her kind of being somewhat similar, but her at a way larger extent. Obviously I have never been through what she's been through, but that just makes everything so beautiful. She really talks about a lot of like empowerment, inner tracks, and identity, while using herself as an example and the media always coming at her, yet she still kind of finds a way to take dark moments and bring them into lighter moments. As for the production, we got that pop, R&B, hip hop, and other kind of genre infusions. Like I believe it was The Light Is Coming with Nicki Minaj. I kind of felt like I had an island vibe. She's really good at having those kind of those different vibes within her albums. But all in all, it was a great album about empowerment, trauma, and just getting through anxiety, getting through all these hard things in life. I feel like this is one album that a lot of people can relate to, and I feel like that's why a lot of her fans really love her, because you know she's very honest and vulnerable, and they see themselves in her as well. And yeah, man, that's the reaction. If you enjoy the content, make sure you give it a like, and also comment down below what you think I should react to next. Also, if you really rock with me, go ahead and subscribe, and if you really rock with me, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. Sole reason why I'm able to continue to make content over there. You get early access to all the videos. You can also get full and uncut album reactions as well as other exclusive perks if you want it. But hey man, just you watching this video really means a lot to me. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.